Are you interested in switching your rear view mirror bulb to LED, going from this to this? Well, it might seem pretty straightforward at first. Believe it or not, it's not as straightforward as you might think. Now in this video, I'm going to guide you through the process and help you avoid the guesswork of choosing the right LED bulb. Now before we dive in, if you enjoy the content of this channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Now if you do decide to subscribe, please type "I subscribed" in the comments below, and I'll reply to each one of your comments. Thanks very much, your support is greatly appreciated. Now, let's begin. First, carefully pry out the light assembly with a thin slotted screwdriver. There's a tab on the inner side, so to remove the light assembly, you want to slide the assembly outwards. Now, depending on the options ordered for your car, you may have a bulb and a switch, and possibly another bulb and a switch on the other side. Or, like on mine, I have a bulb and a daylight running sensor, as you can see here. You can temporarily remove the sensor by turning the socket 90 degrees and pulling away from you. Now, in order to replace the bulb, simply pull the plastic socket away from the light assembly. Before taking out the bulb though, make sure it is cooled down. It's important to check to make sure these bulbs are cool because they can get very hot if the light has been left on. And we've all experienced getting burned at least once or another. So let's just confirm it's cool before attempting to remove it. Now, if you just want to replace your incandescent bulb and don't want to change the LED, well, then you could just go to the regular auto parts store, pick up another 194 bulb, and follow the rest of the instructions in this video. Now for me personally, I prefer LED for a number of reasons. So let's now talk about the LED advantages over the incandescent bulbs. One, it uses less current, so if you were to actually leave your light on, it would take much longer to drain your battery. And two, LEDs don't generally get as hot like those incandescent bulbs do. Heck, it's possible you might even see melting plastic inside that socket because those bulbs can get pretty hot, especially if they're left on for a long period of time. Three, now because LEDs don't generally get as hot as those incandescent bulbs do, generally means they last a lot longer and they don't usually burn out all that quick. And four, in many cases, for me, I just think the light looks a lot better. The visual aspects improves significantly, especially if you were to choose either cool white or pure white, giving a stronger and overall brighter appearance compared to the warm white incandescent bulb. 5. LEDs, with their solid-state design, shock resistance, and the fact that they contain no glass components, makes them superior in durability compared to incandescent bulbs. And 6, unlike incandescent bulbs where there's a slight moment for the bulb to fully light up, LEDs turn on instantly. Now this is most noticeable in cars when they're signaling and braking. For LEDs, they're on, off, instead of off, increasing to bright, decreasing to off, increasing to bright, and decreasing back to off like in incandescent bulbs when used for example, a signaling bulb. So let's say you decide you want to go with the LEDs. You probably thought the same thing as me. Well, I'll just go out and buy a replacement LED bulb and pop that in and be done with it. Well, not so fast. So let me explain. Now up next, I'm going to show you several LEDs that you might buy, but they actually don't work. Afterwards, I'll reveal the one that actually does. So here, I've taken the entire assembly out of the car. On the left is where the light sensor was, and on the right is where the bulb was inserted into. Now here is what the factory bulb looks like. It's a 194 warm white incandescent bulb, and as you can see, it fits perfectly. There's no room even around it. Now let's look at a couple examples of some of those typical bulbs. We'll start off with bulb number 1. Now this isn't exactly a bulb that I see all that much, but it is a 194 replacement LED, so let's just try it anyways. And as you can see, it is too big, and so it does not fit. You can actually see all the little LEDs surrounding it, which makes it too wide. On to bulb number 2. Now this is usually what we can use for rear taillight side marker lights, or the lights for our license plates. So let's see if this one works. Nope. Bulb number 3. Well, this one and the one coming up are usually the more common ones that are used for the rear taillight side marker lights. or again, the light for the license plate, and very possibly one that you would have got as a 194 replacement LED. So pretty much is the same as the other, but it has two bulbs on the other end. However, it does look like it could perhaps be a bit smaller. Will this one work? Well, it looks pretty flush. Nope. Okay, well, we're running out of ideas here. Okay, bulb number 4. I mean, look at this bulb. The LEDs are flush with the outside of the casing. How can it possibly get any more flush than this? So let's try it. You wouldn't think it, but nope, it does not fit. Now at this point, you would probably be scratching your head and be pretty upset because you just finished buying all these replacement LEDs and they don't work. So instead of buying a bunch of them and experimenting, I'm going to help take the guesswork out for you and show you exactly which one to get. So guys, get your pen and paper ready. This is the exact bulb to get. It comes from a company called Diode Dynamics. The SKU number is DD0029P. It is a 2-pack 194 HP5 LED. The color temperature is 5000 K, which is pure white, and the brightness is 92 lumens. At the time of this video, these HP5s, they cost around $20 US for a pair. Now see? Fits perfectly. Now, unlike the other LED bulbs, as you can clearly see here, this one concentrates on only having one LED, and that is on the end, which makes the diameter much smaller. And because of that, it results in the same exact diameter as a 194 incandescent bulb. Let me know in the comments below if you had an issue and what bulbs you had purchased that didn't work. And if you know any other LED bulbs like the one above that also works, that would be great to know as well. All right, so let's continue with the replacement. All right, let's begin to reassemble these. Start by pushing in your new LED bulb and then turn on the switch just to ensure that it works. Now, quick tip number 1. If you find that it doesn't turn on, simply pull the bulb back out, turn it 90 degrees and plug it back in, and it should work. Now, if it still doesn't work, pull the bulb back out and just assure that the little wires that are on the bottom of the bulb are aligned properly. And to reassemble, just simply align the inner tab and slide the assembly back on. Now, quick tip number 2. I noticed that the wires are a little bit long, so if you encounter a resistance while trying to reattach the assembly, carefully twist the wires together to shorten them. I had to do this myself because they kept wanting to pop back out. Now simply repeat this on the other side. Now, as you can see, it's not really all that hard to change the bulb. It's more the matter of not realizing that you can't just simply go to your auto parts store or Amazon and pick up a 194 LED replacement bulb. Because most of them that you're going to find, which are the ones that I showed you in this video, you're going to discover they don't work. But anyways, I hope this video was of help to you. If it has, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, please write "I subscribed" in the comments below. And I'll be sure to reply to each one of your comments. Thanks guys for watching, and I will see you on the next video.